talking about the electron.
I know, but I'm talking historically. The situation is I've tried to simplify this thing. If I went through the whole thing historically, we would go all through all the confusions and all of the difficulties that people have had for all these years to try to understand this clearly. So what I've tried to do is take a simpler example. And if I go back now and take all the confusing examples and go and explain all of those, I've made it much more complicated than it need be. What I'm telling you only about the history so you can find out what fits into what you just learned, what words belong to what. And what I'm trying to say is that the uncertainty principle is the statement that if you thought that you knew that you could say what was under here, that if you pushed a button, it's necessary that if you push another button, it changes that button. In other words, what's under here becomes uncertain, or is changed by in an uncertain way, because it's probabilistic, by pushing this other button. That's the idea. That's an example of the uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle applied to this example, which we've been using as our primary example of the behavior of quantum mechanics. But the original statement of the uncertainty principle was more general and wasn't on this particular thing, and one of the examples was position and momentum measurements. We could go through the standard way of describing Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, but I think that we would only go much slower than if we went this way. Yes?
I just want to get clear on this. If you push the first button, you get red. You push the second button, you get green.